Hello and welcome back to our series on creating a forum with PHP. In the last episode, we made a registration page for our users, or we made a login system for our users, which is pretty cool. And in this episode, we're going to be creating a profile page for our users. So, we can actually see some public data about our users. And I'm going to show you a good example of what we're going to be making. So if we head over to Twitter, and we just zoom out, I guess, wait for it to load. I have no idea what's going to come up, to be honest. Okay, just a bunch of gobbledygook. So if we click on, I don't know, my profile, it's going to take me to, all my information. And here you can see all my tweets or all my posts. You can see all the pictures and stupid stuff I've posted on Twitter and all the information that I've listed about me. So yeah, if we go out of here and we click on someone else's name, I don't know, whoever, yeah, let's click on Juggernuggets. You can see all the junk Juggernuggets has retweeted and posted, and we can see all the public data about Juggernuggets. So yeah, we are going to be now getting into the actual tutorial. So let's head over to our header.php because we're going to be creating a new function. And now all the functions that I'm going to be making in this tutorial that are like sort of global functions for every file to use is going to be inside this header. So we're just going to get used to that, I guess. And the first function we're going to be making is called getUser. So function getUser. And it's going to do exactly what it says it's going to do. It's going to query our database to get one user from the database. And it's going to take in one value of just user. So it's just going to query the database to get a column of that user. So it's just going to run something and it's going to return all of the data about one specific user. So that way, there's a lot of times in our page when we're going to be needing to get user data, and it's going to be, a really big waste of time and really inefficient to retype all of the lines of code that let you get some user data, typing this entire thing all the entire time, no one wants to do that, so we're just going to be doing it right here, right now. So, it's going to take in a user, and the first thing we want to do is just write our query. You guys know exactly how to do this, so it's just select asterisk from, and then inside here, users, where, username equals, and then inside of our quotes, not Graves quotes, username, $user. So there's our query, super easy query to write, and now we just need to say, result, $results equals MySQL underscore query, and inside here, $connection, and $SQL. And now before we proceed, we need to give this connection a global variable, or global value. So global $connection. And we could use the globals array, but ain't nobody got time for that, so we're just going to do that. And the reason why we need to do this is because there's no variable in our function called connection, and that's how scope works, and I've talked about this before, but that's how scope works in PHP. If it can't find one in the function that you're working with, it's going to get confused. So we need to say global connection, so it's a global variable, so anywhere in any place in this in our code that's included into this PHP file that has a connection will be set as whatever that is. So yeah, that's why we need to do that. Now, back to the actual stuff. Oh, I forgot the or die part. The website will die, or the website will freak out if you don't put the or die. So yeah, just do that. And now, of course, we need to test if we can get any users from that. So if MySQL underscore, what is it called? Num underscore rows. I swear I hate working with parentheses and underscores and in Sublime, but whatever. So if MySQL underscore num rows result, and this is just testing to see if we can get anything from the database, but if it's greater than 0, meaning we found at least one user with that username, we can return. And now return obviously breaks out of the function, but return MySQL underscore fetch underscore ASSOC, and inside here just $result. And the reason why we need to do that is because if we do find a user, we want to return it and pretty much just in the function. so that way the user gets what they were looking for. But yeah, and now else, we want to just return null. And what we're going to do is if we're going to test to see if the function is null, and if the function, is null, then the user wasn't able to be found. But if it is this user data, then we're just going to be using that. So yeah, that is the function pretty much in its full. I probably screwed something up knowing me, but yeah, that's just how you write it. And now we can get into one housekeeping thing, and that is down here. Inside of our registration page, go to your registration and scroll down into your login if statement. And right above the header and under the while, there should be a session ID equals user ID. Change that. So hold it control and just double click both of them. And we're going to change that from ID to username. And the reason why we're doing this is because I personally like to use username a lot more than I like to use ID during the website. It's more efficient to use ID because, numbers are bigger than numbers are smaller than strings. So, yeah, I just like to use username, even though it's less efficient. It's more, I guess, friendly. But, yeah, so we're just going to do that and save it. And, yep. And now, of course, we can just, one day I will buy Sublime Text. But now we can just get into the meaty potatoes of this tutorial. And the meaty potatoes are our profile page. So we're just going to create a new file, and we're going to call this profile.php. So profile.php. I cannot type. Profile.php, boom. Okay, and now I just need to copy the stuff in here. Just our what is it called? Our site, or our index page, and we're just going to paste it here, because we obviously don't want to type in this include header and include footer, because you type it enough. But yeah, so just type or paste that in there. And here's where we can get into the meaty potatoes. So this website right here, this HTML document is going to have a get value in the URL, and we need to get the get value and save it as a variable. But before we do that, we need to make sure it even exists, and we want to make sure that we can get to the database with it. So let's just go ahead and do that. So we're going to say if is set, and then $_get, and we're just going to call it username, because that's the easiest thing to call it. So if the username is, actually we're going to say if not is set, so if exclamation point is set, and then outside of here, we just want to test to see, if it can find a username from the URL, and if it can't, we want to die, so die, and inside here, just put in your quotes, and then I'm just going to do an h1, and then /h1, you could just do a paragraph or something like that, but we're going to do h1, so we're going to say, no user specified, and now we're going to do something pretty similar to that, and it's just going to be an if statement to check to see if the user exists in the database, and if they don't, we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing, just with a different message. We're going to say if, and we're going to say, I only need one of those here. I don't know, that's hanging off there. We're going to say if get user, not get current, get user, because the function we created earlier, and we're going to give it a value of get, and then inside here, username, so get username, and we're going to see if it is, we don't need these, it's only one line, so if get user username is equal to null, so if it doesn't exist pretty much, we just want to, we don't need these double parentheses either, man, this is just so sloppy right here. So if that is null, we just want to, kill it so it won't continue to do this, and there needs to be a parenthesis right there. I just cannot keep these symbols straight right now. So if it can't find the user in the database, we're just going to die with a h1, and then /h1, and inside here, user, and then I'm just gonna do a $_get. Come on, username not found. Okay, So there we go. It's just going to make sure, one, that the user is actually in the URL, and second, that they exist in the database. And if not, if either of those conditions are false, it's just going to kill the page with a different error message. So yeah, now let's just get into the actual meaty potatoes. So we're just going to say $user equals get user, because these conditions have been false. So that means we can continue on with everything else. So if user equals get user, and inside here we just want to put in $_get, and then username. And lucky for you, that's probably the last time we'll have to type get username. So yeah, actually no, we'll type it one more time just because it's faster. But that is pretty much how we're gonna do that. Now we're just going to say if, not even an if. This is HTML. What am I doing? So now we're in the HTML over page. We're pretty much done with the PHP. You know, the functions and all that for now. Now we can get into the HTML, and we're going to do an H1 on the actual page. So just H1 tab, and inside this H1 we're going to do the user's name. So to do that, we just do, no, that's the opposite of how you do a PHP tag. PHP, and inside here, we're just going to call echo $_get. This is the last time you'll ever type it, username. There you go. And now we can actually start making the table, because what we're going to essentially create is just a table of the user's data. So, you know, like maybe their email address, I don't know, you know, a lot of websites don't keep that public, maybe their age, maybe we'll put in like gender, maybe their Steam name, something like that, you know, all kinds of little data like that. So we're just going to create a table, and we only have 2 values to work with right now, which are just age and email, but that's enough for an example. So I'm going to do th and td, no, tr, and inside the tr, I want a th. And then outside that, I want a TD. I probably should have just done Emmet, but whatever. So there we go. And now, instead of our TH, we just want to say age, colon. And of course, we could, you know, create some kind of fancy function to generate all the HTML based on every value in the table, excluding some. But we're just going to do this manually. So we're going to say age, and inside here, we want a PHP opener. And inside this PHP, we want to say user, and then the user's age. So user and then age and semicolon. Oh wait, we gotta echo it out too. Echo. There we go. Magic. And now we are going to do something else beside it, and we're just going to do, I'm just going to copy this. You should probably type it because this is your first time writing it out. If it's not your first time writing it out, well then I don't know what you're doing here. But yeah, I'm just going to copy it because to save time. And now we're going to say, can we use email and user email, and just get ready for the thousands of errors because it's time to check this thing and debug it, and just, yeah. So now we're just going to go to localhost/profile, no, localhost/forum/profile.php, and boom, yay. Parse error, syntax error, unexpected, null, t_string on line 10, okay. Yeah, we were expecting that. Parse error, what was it? Header.php. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Line 10, return, null. Oh, I didn't spell return right. There you go. Now it should work. Save and refresh. Oh, no, user specified. Perfect, because we didn't specify user. What if we specify a user that doesn't exist? User equal fart. And, come on. Oh, wait, maybe it's username. Oh, no, there's no equal. User equal fart. Nope, once again, username. Boom, okay. Yep, user fart not found. Perfect. So that's working just how we made it. What if we do a user that does exist, like Mario? Because I know Mario is in our database. Mario. Age 26, email Mario at Nintendo.com. Perfect. And I just forgot to give our table some borders, so I'll just do that now. So head, oh yeah, this is a header, not the table, or the profile. So I'm just gonna give our table some borders. So table border equals 1px. Save that, and we'll just make sure it works. Come on. No, it doesn't, because that's not good table structure. Oh, I don't think I put a row. Yeah, I didn't put a row in between these. So, let's do that. Okay, so after this one, you need to close your rows. So, table row, and then tr tab, and then move this over here, and boom, and save, and refresh, and boom. And now this will work for anyone else. I think we have a user called Fox. Nope. We got, who can we use? Jigglypuff. Boom, Jigglypuff, age 13, Jigglypuff at Pokemon.com. So you can see that's all working. Now we're just going to add a couple rows to our database just to have some fun with this. This is the wrong database. This is awkward. Localhost / phpMyAdmin. That's a different database, and I'm glad I didn't have it on the users table. Okay, so let's go to go, and boom. Okay, now forum, and inside here, users, and there we go. Now let's add some columns to this. So we're just going to go structure, and let's see here. We're going to add some columns. Now we're not going to be able to edit these columns or anything like that. We're just going to add some just right now for fun, I guess, so you can learn how to do it. And we're just going to add 3. And let's go. So the first column is going to be username, or we already what am I talking about? The first column is going to be gender, and that's going to be a varchar of 25 characters. We don't need 255. So we got gender. Now we're gonna add what else can we put on here? Steam. There we go. And what else can we put in here? I don't know why I have that stuff in there. Okay, so Steam is going to have a varchar of 255. I don't know what Steam's max character limit is. And now, one last thing, bio, because we don't already have that, and bio is going to be a text value, and it's just going to be the user's pretty much life story if they decide to put it in the website. I don't put it past them. And now we're just going to do save, and we'll have some columns. And I'm just going to add some right now, because I'm just going to add some, things to these, like some things to the columns, because I don't feel like manually doing it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel like making the thing. Eventually, I'm so scrambled. In the next episode, we're going to create a way to edit this stuff, but not today. So Captain Falcon Cinder is male, and then his Steam is, yep, reload that data right now. Okay, and now his Steam is Falcon Puncher 42. Okay, and then his bio, I don't know what we can put in here. There once was a falcon that became a captain, and now he's Captain Falcon. There you go. So there you go. That's all you need to know for him. And Dr. Mario, we'll just do Mario. And Mario is also a male. And his Steam is Wahoo! Here we go, Mario. I don't even know why I put this stuff in here. And then his bio is come on. The princess was in trouble, so I saved the princess, and now I'm Super Mario. There you go. Spelled everything wrong. That's just how I like it. Okay, now, inside this page, we're just going to copy this a few more times, paste it, and we're going to do, so email, age, now gender, and user gender, and now email, we're going to change this to bio, bio, we're just going to set that to bio, and we're almost done here. The last one is, of course, Steam, so email is going to be changed to Steam, and then email is going to be changed to Steam again. And now if we save this, and we go into our page, and we refresh it, we can, unidentified index gender, that's because I'm stupid, and I put a capital, line 21 right here. Yep, don't put a capital, otherwise it'll crash it. unless you put a capital in the database value itself, which I usually don't like to do. Yep, okay. So now let's go to someone who has all the data they want, like Mario. So boom, we can see all this stuff here about Mario. We will also add profile pictures and all that, but that's not today. So if you guys have absolutely hated this tutorial, slap a dislike on it. Tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong in the comments below. If you loved it, slap a like on it. Subscribe for more dang content. Follow me on Twitter. And till next time, you awesome little scrub nuggets. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!